The discussion was really great. Thank you so much. We have a fourth speaker, Mrs. Minakshi Narula. Just to tell you that I have been troubling her since evening. She was traveling, she was caught in the traffic jam, and yet she made it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Dr. Minakshi Narula is a principal of Shemford Futuristic K-12 school. She's an inspiring academic leader, and she conducts various community outreach programs to reaching out the unreachable. So great, by conducting workshops and summer programs for government school students, teachers, and of course many private schools. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us time in spite of having such issues. We are really grateful. Over to you. We would like to listen from your point of view. What exactly you can say about this particular program, that is menstrual education, a need for our students. Over to you, ma'am. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suchitra, ma'am. Actually, is really, I would like to say, talking about sex education in schools, talking about menstruation, and maybe other adolescence changes in the boys as well as in the girls, is really very important. It's really very, very important, but still it is considered as an elephant in the room, and everybody talks about this is really very important, but nobody would like to talk about it, right? I mean to say, if I would like to share with you, I mean, I have been a biology student, right? And even the
Oh,
same thing that Madhumita ma'am has already shared, even right, even while talking about learning about zoology and all till my graduation and all, and even those chapters they were skipped, or maybe we were told, okay, you can study about human reproductive system on your own. We will be talking about amphibians, talking about reptiles, spices, and all other things, and we were told by the teacher that if you will be getting this kind of question in the paper, don't worry, there will be some optional questions as well. So need not to worry about it, right? So I mean, this is how we have been learning, right? But as I say, I mean, if talking about other subjects as well, right? Maybe they are all learning geography, mathematics, or whatever. I always say, like, today's children, they will not understand the way that we have been taught or we have been teaching, right? And they need, I mean, these 21st century learners, they are so very advanced, they know so many things, right? Even we are not aware. Today's children, they are very much aware of all those things, right? And here I would like to share my personal experience. My son has stepped into adolescence, and usually in our schools what is being happen is we used to conduct some kind of puberty sessions, though ma'am, initially the first speaker has already shared, and maybe the second one, like there should be, I mean, boys should also be told about, like about menstruation cycles, as their girls are facing and all. But yes, we are conducting sessions, but we are conducting, at present we are conducting separately for girls as well as for the boys, right? We do make them aware, but at our age, let me tell you, nobody told us anything about it. Maybe if I talk about myself, my beginning of menstruation cycle in my life, it was really very scary, it was very worrisome, because nobody told me about all those things. And this is really, really very, very important for today's children. My, he has just stepped into adolescence, and then I realized, maybe I will not be the right person to talk to him and all. So maybe I mean, school counselors and all, if they would be taking a session, and that he will be getting some good information, right information, I would like to say, related to, I mean, how to take care of all those things related to, you see, when he is going stepping into puberty, maybe nutrition, maybe hygiene, maybe because I saw him getting worried, like, I'm getting hairs here, I'm getting hair there, and why I'm feeling like that, and these kind of things when he is observing. Then let me tell you, like, I thought, because he cannot go to his school, also online classes are going on, and the things, these sessions have not been held on online till now that I have observed. And then I got a very good book for him, that was a comic book on for the boys, and I gifted him that book. I said, go and read this book, right? And he got so many, I mean to say, his doubts cleared after reading that book. And I mean, some kind of information really it is required. As the parents, as adults, we should give this information to our children. No doubt they are not getting this kind of information. This we And another, there, it is certainly considered as a taboo If we are thinking about right now, we all are discussing about whether sex education, whether talking about menstruation, or maybe night falls in boys and all should be discussed in the schools or not. First of all, teachers training would be required. Most of the teachers, they would be feeling shy, like why to talk about this, how to talk about this, because in our life we have not experienced this thing. And another thing, I know very well, there would be so many concerns from the parent side as well. If I'm thinking like that, they would be it, just a simple example, in a simple admission form, whenever there is a term written sex, right? Though there is a difference between sex and gender, but usually they say why this has been written, it should have been replaced with the word gender, though they don't understand the difference between gender and sex, right? And these terms, they are having different meanings. So I mean, they would be restricting a lot, they would be, I mean, creating a lot of hurdles, like there should not be sex education, because they might think like introducing sex education may provocate the feeling of having sex in children. You see, might be they think like that. So there can be certain restrictions involved. As a school, I would certainly suggest, I mean, there should be age appropriate sex education should be provided right from an early age, as ma'am has already said. Maybe first of all, naming the body parts correctly, right? That is the first step. And then slowly and gradually, I mean, before the onset of puberty, the whatever is required, that should be introduced, like what all things to be taken care of. So this is what I just want to say from my side. Like, I mean, I would really want, I mean, the proper education to be given to the students. It should not be like that. I mean, they want this kind of education, but they are not getting it from proper sources. They are not getting it from adults. They are getting it from their peer group. They are learning from magazines nowadays. Obviously, internet, Google is there, and they are googling it. They are going for YouTube and all, and that's why they some of the videos, they are just leading them on a wrong track. So that's why we are there to guide them. We should provide correct, I mean, proper curriculum should be framed, age appropriate. Then only we can achieve our target. This is what I just want to say. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am. Meenakshi, ma'am, it is really so well said. We need a curriculum. That was the last sentence I think you've said. A curriculum needs to be made, which we have never thought of before. And children learning from peer, children learning from Googling it out. Rather than that, it is the responsibility of the parents and the teachers to teach them. And another very important thing that you've said is even we can teach them through comics. Beautiful. And training of the teachers is something what is required. Now, so well expressed by all the speakers. Shudeshna ma'am,